So, I don't normally make videos like this, but I was asked to kind of give like a little guide on how I do mat runs, which, disclaimer, I am not the forefront expert in this, and there are a lot of people who are way better you should probably be listening to, and not me. But I figured I would talk about some stuff since, I was asked, and say no. Go find smarter people. Just felt really rude. Anyway, so obviously this is MANT, and I've seen the shorts. I spent entirely too many carrots getting Bright here, so we're gonna train Bright then, or talk about it. So the first thing we want to do is bring up her mile aptitude so that she can run the mile races, so you have a better pool of races, especially in like junior year. And then obviously we're gonna train her probably for long. So we've got pressure, free spirited, and I think long will be fine. And then we want long. We're gonna do long sparks, please. Okay, ideally I want power and or stamina. Probably stamina, because it's like that. Not the most ideal stat spread, but that's not their fault. That's the fault of me not having very good options here. So you got 21, 21, 12, or see, and then we drop out of doubles. So sometimes you gotta make do with what you have. But if you do need better guests to borrow, which honestly that's pretty much as oh god, that's mostly mediums. I don't want mediums at all. I'm glad I checked. Womp womp. Okay. It's fine, it's fine. What? Let's see, double check. Okay, I do have longs on here. See, this one's got really bad sparks. Oh, I'm connecting. Goody. Does not want me to see that one. It's fine, it's fine. Connection error. Long, and a mile. Honestly, it could be worse, but it's more the fact that the sparks are so bad. Look at this. 2 speed, 2 wit, 2 stamina. It's not really where you want that to be. Obviously, that's a lot better, but 2, 2, 12. Ooh, Jesus. I think some people have changed their the bars, and I haven't gone through and checked recently. See, that's not really... Alright, so before we do this, we're gonna talk about something else. First, we're gonna find a friend to boot, because I am at max follows. Long mile. This is one I was just looking at, the 222. What is your borrow card? Oh, you're a Fukutaro borrow, that's why you're here. Fair enough, fair enough. Gotta have that Fuku you can borrow. But I also have this one that I can borrow with Fuku. Long front turf. Power, speed. We'll unfollow this one. Alright. So we're gonna deviate to something else first. Let me just get the link I need. So if you don't have any good sparks to borrow, what you do is you go to this really lovely site called Chronogenesis. Or at least that's what I do anyway. Oh dear. Please load. There we go, we want a trainer search. Alright, I should have a window open. That will show. There we go. Chronogenesis.net. Super helpful for all your needs. We don't need a specific UMA today. So we're just gonna do... Honestly, I usually have issues with stamina. Let's see if we can't find 6 stamina, 3 power, 9 long. That would be the perfect ideal scenario. Alright, we have 9 results here. We have a die with Scarlet with 19 sparks, Tachyon with 14, Tachyon with 10, Sky with 12, Super Creek with 23, Gold Ship with 14. Let's see, 8, 13. A lot of those aren't that great. I think that's got a lot of good sparks on it. Tail health high, ramp up. Yeah, playtime's over. Yeah, I think if this one's available. So we'll just copy this friend link here. Go here. And plug it. Oop, let me shrink this. Plug it into the ID search and look them up. I said sir. It didn't take my input. There we go. They've got a... That's actually pretty nice. I don't have an... I have like a 1 LB, if that, in motion, so that's nice. And obviously we've got a lot of sparks here. That's what we want to see. I will switch the song up periodically, but y'all gotta just have to put up with some repetitive music. But I mean, UMA music's also pretty repetitive, let's be honest here. Okay, so we want this die with Scarlet here. And then I think we're just gonna have to put up the affinity only being a 1 circle. Oh. Of course sparks are garbage, but... Well, this spark is garbage. These are pretty good though. So in this case, I'm gonna do it, yellow. Let's see, if you can get by with slightly suboptimal sparks here. So that's kind of because we are training for long after all. And then we're gonna go ahead and reset this because we are training for long. Okay, here's a Narita. Unsurprisingly, for all that I pull UMAs, I don't have a lot of the new meta cards. Or if I do have them, they're 0 LB. Obviously, we want this one, so that's... We have 10 race bonus here. Race bonus is one of the most important things in this run. 5 race bonus here, so we're at 15. We want to hit 50. Now, if we look at Mejiro Bright, she's got no speed or power. She gains endurance and wisdom. So what we want, in my case, I will probably do an extra speed card because I am not confident of hitting it otherwise. So sweep gives 5%. Tachyon here also gives 5%. And like, for King Halo gives none, so we don't use her. And Aishin also has none. So they get to table this time. And we're gonna use... I don't use Tachyon very often, but we're gonna use Tachyon. I might see about running Bright as an end closer. I'm not used to running end closers, so we'll kind of see how that goes. Okay. We want a stam card. This is a Suzuka card technically, so that's the front runner card. We don't really want that. Got, let's see, Mejiro Queen. That'd be another 5%, so that would take us up to 20. And then we'd need 10% in everything else. But she's got pretty good skills. And if we look at her thing here, it could be worse, because I think Mejiro technically has that in her kit. Once you upgrade her, I only have her at potential 1. So, and we've got Mejiro Dodo, who has no race, so we don't use her. Can't use the Bright card, because obviously we're training Bright. We do, however, have 10% on this MANT Cafe, so we will absolutely be taking this. So that's 10, that's 20, that's 30, so we need 2 more 10%. So otherwise we don't hit our goal. So like this, not gonna cut it. I didn't mean to do that. It's also a 5%. We're gonna just kind of hope for the best here, I think. Let's see. Pretty sure, okay. Roy has none. And Post and Jordan also has no race bonus. And I only have this at 1, so... Okay, so maybe if I'd upgraded it's more, but I don't, so we're not gonna do that. So we are just gonna ignore that and grab some wood. Thankfully, wit cards tend to be pretty good for... Okay, that's a 5%. That's a 5%. But like Agnes here is a 10. And if we look here, Sunday is also a 10%, so she'd be useful. Fuku has none, so not useful at all. SR Dover is 5. SSR Dover is also 5, because I don't have her maxed out, because I'm notorious for getting most of the way through an event and calling it good. Nobody like me, guys. That's also a 5. And then we have the last event, one of the last special cards they gave us, which is also only a 5. And we don't want that, so Sunday it is. So if you look, it's 10% here. 10, 20, 30, 40, and a 50. Is this probably an ideal deck? Probably not. I don't claim to be good at the game, okay? And that is how you would start. You just go, and in we go. Let's start. Okay. And let's just switch to the next song in the folder. Oh well, it gets to be, and we're just gonna skip through things. Because we're not here for those, really, are we? We're here to talk about how to do things. Hello, Bright. Welcome to the team. And then usually you want to focus on speed, power, and wit trainings. MANT Cafe has a hint for us, so we're gonna go see what MANT Cafe has. 3 hints for Highlander. That's a good amount of skills. We like that. Alright, so here, Taishin will give us pressure or skill points. I'm gonna be greedy. I want pressure. We get a good amount of skill points, so it's fine. We're gonna look around. Look at that. That's a great wit training. Gives us a lot of extra wit and friendship with all of our speed cards, and that's what we need early. We don't want a tutorial, so we're gonna continue. Okay, we've got 2 speeds on speed. Great. So we're gonna take this. Yeah, my nose is itchy. Hang on. There we go. Alright. Had an NTR event. Nice, nice. Alright, we've got stamina on the stamina pod, so that's great. We need those. And we have rainy days, because we'll go ahead and take plus 30 energy. And pray, yep, no metabolism down, we're good. And we'll go train wit. Ba 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 ba. Power and guts or ramp up. We're gonna go ahead and take the ramp up in. Ba da ba ba ba. Go ahead and train power here. Right now we're just kind of chasing ideal friendship leveling, because obviously leveling friendships can be kind of hard in this scenario because you don't get to train very often. So you kind of gotta just make it work. In this case, honestly, I skirt the boundary of safety, so like we're at 20, so we really don't. We are actually gonna recreation here. See if we can't get some energy and get that mood grade. Because mood bonus. Stamina 5, power 5, and skill points. We're gonna go power because I'm pretty confident in our stamina. But we can, especially for an end closer, it doesn't have to be that high. Okay, we don't really have any great trainings here. Like this has the most, but we really don't wanna. So we are actually just gonna train wit. And save that energy for the next turn. Except, guess what? We're gonna do this stamina. That's a good training. Ba-da, 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 ba. That's kind of pushing it. I don't tend to want to train once I hit about the 20-ish. That gets kind of nervy. I'm gonna do it just to see if... Okay, no, I was gonna say, if I take it to the chin, it kind of just proves as an example of what not to do. Okay, we're gonna take... Honestly, we're gonna take wit. I tend to have pretty low... My wit doesn't tend to be great even when I take wit cards. And unlike the last scenario, you want to be taking some of these as you go along. Like in this case, I'm going to... Well, we don't need the longs for this because it's not a long race, so it's not going to help with the current race. We're just going to take this ramp up. I don't like usually taking one hint levels, but you know, it's fine, it's fine. Okay. Let's see how our stats, our speed and power are honestly kind of low. We're just going to leave her as a late, because I know she's a late or an end. And there we go. We have made it through debut. Which means I'm going to change the song again. We're just going through the folder. These songs lovely provided by Lavare for use. And pray I don't get smacked by the YouTube algorithm, because I'm using them for what the artist intended them for, I swear. Alright, we don't buy yummy cat food ever. Notepads are also never worth your thing, so we're gonna take... Now we're gonna take the carrots and the guts manual. We could wait for charming, but I'm not running Nishan on this run, so... Odds of us getting charming, not that high, so we're not gonna bother waiting. Yeah, see, look at that. We're going to do that thing that people worry it's gonna break your run. It is not. Umas, like us, need rest. So, if your Uma is tired, let her sleep. Okay. Gonna go ahead and do the speed training here. Because I know the first run I need is in late August. So we're good. We're gonna... We're just... We'll go ahead and do another speed training. That wit was tempting me, but let's not. Alright, and now we take a detour. After we do this nice event, go ahead and take the 20 stamina. And I am going to talk about something else. And because I'm doing that, we changed the track again. Alright, we want this one. I'm gonna close that. And we're going to talk about my favorite race planner. Let's bring up the thing here. This is race.deftouda.moe. As you can see it up here. I will make sure to link it when I upload the video. It will be in the description. And what we do is you come here, and in this case, say we're doing Mejiro Bright. Except we gotta tell it, hey, we've got an A in mile as well. And we want no more than 3 max races in a row. And if we look here, this is what they suggest to run for the races. 28 races, 17 epithets, gain 384 race stats, 1,276 SP, and 280 epithet stats. Legendary, incredible, phenomenal, spectacular, spring champion, fall champion. Theo, okay. Derby, yes. Okay. At a glance, this looks okay. Alright, so now we're just gonna transfer this to the race agenda in-game. Which I will just set up here. And we just go to the agenda here on the side. And we start putting them in. So in this case, this is just Niigata, and then Sapporo, Saudi Arabia, Daily High, Junior. Wow. They didn't even give me one for December early. That is so weird. Just do that. I'm gonna add one. Why is it doing this? Whatever, we're still adding one. We'll do Asahi High, and then the Hopeful. Then we go into February, and they suggest the Queen Cup. Late Feb, nothing. Early March, nothing. Manichi High. That's the show. Oh, I'm looking at the senior year there. Okay, Mile Cup, Derby, Kazakinen. Don't train during summer camp. And you want September early. Where is it? Here it is. Nagata Kyunin. And then you want Uchu Umamusai, the Kikwa Show, and then Mile, Ari McKinnon. Late January, you want American JCC. It's kind of weird to have a big gap there too, but we'll see. Nakayama, Osaka High, Tono Show, the Victoria Mile, Yasuda, Terazuka, skip to September again. Niigata, Uchu, Show, Japan Cup, Arena. Alright, and that should roughly be what your agenda planner looks like. Something like this. There will be some variation depending on who you're running, but for the most part you want 2 every other training or so. Alright, as it is, we are, hang on, junior year, time for a race. Thankfully, we have a rival race against Bakshin. Alright, let's see how our girl does. Good job, Bright, you did it. Easy first. Not the longest gap, but we'll get there. It's early. We got the Etsuko high roll. That's nice. Bed from Sunday. Then we can come here. I would like to buy this for later. And we're just going to ignore the rest of these entirely. They are not important. So come here and we're gonna... Yeah, let's just run this. We don't have enough skill points to get another skill right now. Gonna fight Gold City. And sometimes that happens. Sometimes you just don't win. In this case, I have a free I haven't done yet. Don't use more than 1 or so on these like G2, G3s. Because honestly, they're not super important. But it is nice to turn L's into W's, you know? But you do want to try to save them for the G1s. Wonder whose door's getting knocked on. Alright, there we go. Got some Royal Kale, that's what we want to see. So we will be buying that. Thank you, thank you. We will not be using it, however, because... well, there's not really good training anyway, and I don't want the mood down. We've already had a mood down recently. Though that, was not the best. We don't need to worry about friendship, because we're not training with this person anyway. So max energy 4, energy 10. Mood 1. We do need the mood. Minus 10 energy to get 100 skill points. Gain risky business. But also running idle. I don't really... Is it worth it? I've never actually had this event before, so... What is that noise outside? I don't think you guys can hear it, so... Like if we do this one... Okay. But I should be able to pull it up with skill points. Like, I don't think I can unlock Recreation with Sasami, because she's not in my deck, right? Do we want risky business? Also greatly increase fatigue sometimes. That just seems like a bad plan. So we are going to go for this one, see if we can't get some energy or whatever. And some mood. Show me your worst. Alright, that's not great. Wait, did I actually? We'll check on that in a minute. So we've got a new shop here. The megaphones aren't bad. You usually want to keep a anklet, but we'll worry about that later because we've got 6 turns. So we're gonna... No notepads. Manuals only. I'll take that Vita. We'll go ahead and buy all of these for now. Gonna do it. Not you. Gonna go ahead and drop those 2. down the gullet to go. And we're gonna go ahead and do a race. Let's fight over. I forgot to check the thing. That's my bad, Curly Pop. I will go ahead and give her one thing, see if I can't get that mood up. Wow, that went even worse. So sometimes you gotta know when to take the L. And right now we're gonna take that L. It happens. And in this case, you see when you go here, you can potentially get 35 down or 15 down. But this has better chances. We're just gonna take the 25 down. And we do have a free turn here. Yeah, so we did actually get Sasami. So even if you don't run her, you could still potentially get her event. Have a little hydration break. All right, so let's go ahead and do this and see what happens. I've never had Sasami's as a rest partner. Oh, puncture perfect, energy up, mood up, guts up. Nice, nice, nice. Well, thank you, acupuncturist lady. In this case, we are going to take the power because our power is honestly really low. Right, speaking of... Okay, so that does effectively give us corner recovery. I thought it would, which, since we are doing longs, I would like that, so... Alright. And we don't really have anything we need here, so let's just run the race. There we go. Get that W. That loss was an aberration, not the norm. Oh yes, even though if you're like me, you get the 25s all the time, the chance that the 10 offsets the constant minus 20. Okay, minus 10 to gain 15 speed, 15 stamina, or 20 energy and 10 skill points. We're gonna go ahead and take the energy down because we didn't have that much energy anyway. Okay, we're gonna pick up a megaphone and the speed anklets here. Now there's nothing to train because we have no energy. And we're gonna save those 2 for later, so... Oh no, I rested. Oh no. That's the second one now. Whatever will we do? We're gonna take this end closer skill, because I am technically running her as an end closer. I don't know if I've switched her, I probably ought to. Here, let's grab a skill. Okay, we can't do Master Book Gambit, but we do have end closer corner. Go ahead and pick up end closer corner. I don't think we're gonna get a skill for that anyway. A hit for that. I'm gonna do the Asahi High. And this reminds me, since I do want to train her as an end closer, you need to run on whatever you actually want, because then when you get the hints from the director, you're more likely to get what you actually wanted. Like, the director gives you skill hints based on either the running style or the running length of the race you just did. So since I want end closer skills, I obviously need to run her as an end closer. I see, look, minus 10 energy. That's what we needed. This time we got points and not a hint, but that's okay. Okay, stamina and guts or power. We just talked about how my power is low, so we're gonna take the power branch. We're gonna come here. You always want 2 empowering megaphones for your summer runs, because those are so important for summer. And then good luck charms mean even if you have 0 energy, you can still train. So if you can find them, go ahead and buy them. I know a lot of people save them for like summer or like the final bit. Oh dear. Okay, we're gonna we're gonna give her one last try because this is a G1. There we go. There we go. See, it was just a bad timeline. We fixed it. All right, and then we close out junior year. Oof, 25 energy. Wit scroll. All right, that's fine. Junior Uma of the year, because we are that good. All right, and we are switching years. You know what this means? We're gonna switch songs. Okay, we are on Dreaming, so we're gonna switch to Honey. Ooh, I like this. All right, so she's back again. Okay, energy 10 plus 10 to... Ooh, Uma Stand. Uma Stand is great. Oh, wait. These are... I'll do the same thing. Energy 10 plus 20 to 2 attributes. 3 levels for Uma Stand. So... Go with the health tracker. It doesn't really matter. Alright, guts and wit. That's fine, that's fine. I don't know why I said no, because I'm headed to the shop anyway. Alright, so what we want here... I'm gonna pick up the speed scroll, because it's got 3 turns. And scrolls are 15, so they are like the highest you can get for these. Do I have a... I do have one of those. Okay. I can buy everything else later. We're gonna use that. Actually, I'm gonna use that and that. Because still don't have all the friendships up that I would like. See, because Manhattan's not fully friendshiped out, neither are the wit cards. And you really want those wit cards at max. That said, speed trading. I like speed. Alright. However, we are low on things. We are going to recreation. I was like, wow, she didn't have her glasses on for a bit there. I almost didn't recognize her. Speed and guts up 10. Nice, nice. We like to see it. Gonna go ahead and run the Queen Cup, but before we do that, we're gonna come in here. Because I saw that. Give me that Uma Stand. Alright, girlie. Go fight Hishi Amazon. It is just the G2, so we're just gonna take whatever result happens. I was like, if we lose here, gotta take it on the chin. Nope, we're good. I like the Bari background music, it's nice. See, we're down to 3 turns, which... See, this is not gonna happen, because we don't race again until the 3rd turn, so we're gonna kiss the speed training goodbye. We don't really need it anyway. It's nice, but don't really need it. So we're just gonna buy manuals here. Get some points up. Alright. Unfortunately, no one is where I want them. This is good, but we're a little low. You know, we're gonna be greedy. Gonna use one of the vitamin drinks here. Because that should max out and well, not max out, but get her ready for rainbow runs. And friendship training is what we need. Good defend, plus 5 everything. And an energy up. Nice. And here we've got, that'll put Manhattan into the thing. And Edge back in closer. Ba-da-bum. Stamina Eater, nice. And an energy up, also nice. We got a rival race. against Oguri. Alright. Good luck. Good job, Bright. Every now and then, stop and give your Uma some head pats. She'd be like, who's a good Uma? Yes, you are. Good job. They like praise. And we got the 10 down. Nice. Gut scroll. Since I am not running a gut stack, having the gut scroll so is nice because you're not gonna raise otherwise. Inspiration. Something good, please. Inspiration complete. So pretty average. It's okay. Alright. Let's check out the shop. Gonna buy that. We got 2 guts manuals that I managed to click on by accident, but that's fine. Buy a Vita. A reset Ristle and a guts. Not a lot of guts this time. That's okay, we don't really need anything else here. We got almost what, this plus 29 guts just from the shop. Energy for later, and a friendship up. We won't be buying any more friendship ups because there's only one left. Yeah, look, that, and she's really close to orange. But they served their purpose. Alright, we've got 200 skill points here. Is there anything good we can learn? No. We already did close our corners. Do Masterful Gambit. I think that'd be useful, so we'll take that. I actually have no idea if Bright's supposed to be better as end or late. I just know I don't typically run end closers, so why not? Oh god. However, this is the Satsuki show, which is a bit more important, so... Try again. Please don't get blocked this time. There we go. However, I think we only have 8 clock left, so... That was slightly concerning. But only slightly, I mean... Like I said, if anything, I can show you what not to do on occasion. Okay, we do have the option to train here. We are going to do this one. Okay, Takian did get to orange, which is exactly where we need her. So everyone is now in rainbow level. And we improved our wit training. Win-win. Kid of Black training. Double check there's nothing here I needed. No, I don't need that. Don't need those. No, we're good. Alright, let's run the Mile Cup. Oh, Jesus. So, we're not having the best of luck with this end closer stuff. Goodbye, clock. Goodbye, clocks. From here on out, we're just stuck with fate. Let's hope we get some real good summer trainings. And some real good shops like that one. Okay, we are actually going to take power here. Which honestly, we're doing not too bad here. 374 speed, 372 power. We're keeping it pretty even. Okay, we'll go ahead and we're gonna buy that. And there is the other empowering megaphone we need for summer. Go ahead and use the power scroll. Power is now higher than speed, but that's okay. We're an end closer. Okay, is there any skill that might save our bacon here? I have concerns. I'll take Highlander. A little bit of help, but it was nicely discounted. Alright, let's see. What do I have? Do I have any? Okay, I don't have any artisan. Or do I have any here? No. We haven't seen any race anvils yet. That's fine. Okay. It's Bright versus Arden for the Tokyo Derby. Go fight when. Okay. She took me to heart and actually did win. Okay. Like this. Let's keep going. It's fine. Alright. You know what we do now? Okay, those are all the same. We've got summer camp coming up, so we're just gonna go to sleep. And we got well rested, which is exactly what we needed. Alright. Aruzuka Keenan time it is. Against Big Sister Ines Fujin. Alright, Bright, go fight win! Yeah! The neighborhood's kind of weird. Sorry that one came through. They were pretty loud. I've got a window open. It's on the other side of the room, but that don't mean much, does it? Alright, we were going into summer camps. You know what that means? If you said soundtrack change, you were correct. Alright, what's in the shop? Don't need those. I'll take that. We don't need that. Energy. See, now they want Office Charming. It is way too late in the game to be taking Charming. If you don't get Charming like the first or second shop, don't bother buying it. Like, complete waste. Alright, there we go. Bought some energy ups, a mood up, have a race stat increase. Alright, and now we come here. We go Empowering Megaphone, plus 60% stats for 2 turns. So if we look, right now Wit is 19. Bam. Now we get an extra plus 11, so instead of 19, we get 30. Can't tell me 30 is not so much better. What's that? That's a good one. Like, ideally you'd want Thing too, but I don't trust them to do it, so we're gonna use this, which is another spec gain. So right now we've got 45 plus 27, so 40... like 70 something. We're gonna take the speed weight. We're gonna use it. Now, look at that. Tell me that's not satisfying. 78. So 94 extra points of speed here. Like who doesn't want a turn like that, man? Alright, what we're gonna do is we're gonna drink this kale juice and eat a cupcake. I would go for a plain cupcake, but I don't have any, so we make do with what we got. And then we use the megaphone. Train hard, right? Yeah, I believe in it, you can do it. I'm gonna train in stamina here. As long as there's a rainbow, I'm not gonna use the resetter, because at least we got something. Alright, we've got one here, or one here. 6. We're gonna do this one. I've got more skill points too. Alright, I'm not usually worried about Hanshin. What is this? See, I'm just starting. Uma, Musume, CM. I never managed to keep the tab open. Okay, it's that's not even the cup that's coming up. What are you doing? Alright, fine. Be like that. Oh, I can't save and exit one thing. Upcoming hallucinate CM. Because it's a long next, and they're like, here, do you want us to tell you about this medium coming up? No. No, I don't. Okay, here it is. Pisces. Pisces is on Henshin. Okay. So, in case she comes out really good, we're gonna take that Henshin skill, because, why not take the skill hint for the CM that's starting soon? Because we are training a long runner. If she's good, she could make the team. Okay, there's nothing we need here. This is just like a G2, G3. We're not going to use the artisan I picked up for this. Good luck. Yeah. I don't know what it is. Her winning pose feels like a lost pose to me, so I panic every time I see it. Good job, Bright. You've got a bright future ahead of you. Medium corners. Not a skill we'll be taking because we're training a long runner, and that's okay. We are going to take that empowering for next summer. And the good luck charm. Alright. See, there's nothing here, but we will wit train because there's nothing else that's important anyway. And we got a little energy and some skill points. Gotta do a race here. We're doing the Fuchu Stakes against little Nishino Flower. And let's go. Oh no. But we're out of clock, so we gotta take this loss on the chin. But it's just a G2, so it's fine. It wasn't important anyway. And once again, minus 30, better than minus 40, so we're just gonna take the top option. Because with races, as long as you have even like one energy, you won't get the mood down from running on 0 energy. So we do have a few manuals here I'm gonna pick up, and Spida. We're gonna pick up. Am I running any power cards? No, so I'm not gonna worry about the power anklets. I'm gonna go boop like this. Actually, we're gonna take, since it's on sale, we'll take a power anklet just in case we don't have any reshuffles, and it's the only decent one we have. Alright, we are running along for the first time. You're gonna take corner recovery here. Actually, no. Yeah, we're gonna take corner recovery here. That long skill sounded intimidating. And I know corner recovery. Alright. End closer versus end closer. Go fight win. Yay! Oh, okay, so the construction I'm hearing down the road is not coming through. That's good. Sounds like some sort of... Maybe chainsaw is not the right word, but it's something similar at least. What's Feature Act? I have no idea. What is that? What skill you just give me point for? Medium pressure. And closer corner, strategist. Feature Act. Slightly increased velocity when positioned toward the front upon approaching late race. Not helpful for a late like her. An end, I mean. And we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna sleep. The trainings weren't that exciting, so... Oh, God. That's fine. Okay, we've got a night off here and that's it. Whatever. It's fine. Ba-dum-bum. We've got a race here. Ba-dum-bum. Few results. Yay! You came in first. 'Cause even though they didn't suggest it, we are probably gonna do it anyway. And by it, I mean do a race in early December. Alright, there is something here that we absolutely do want to buy, though. Okay, we're gonna take the stamina up. I'm gonna shop. And we want 3 of these for the last 3 races to get that 35% increase. And now we have both the Empower Mega Plants we need for next summer. See, I would risk it if one of these was really good, but they're not. So we're just gonna do this G2 long here against Bourbon. Good job, Bright. Ooh, Bourbon had a rough race. Ba-dum-bum. Alright. Take that victory. Here, actually, I'm gonna add this to the race planner here. We did the stairs. I'm gonna add that in. Alright. We're gonna check the shop. Good luck charm. Yes, please. And there's nothing else we really need here. Alright. Okay, there's an important thing to know about the end of the year. And it's the fact that you don't get any sort of penalty for running too many races if it's the last race of the year. I'm gonna take that. Oh, I managed to take pace strategy instead of corner recovery last time. I'll take it this time, it's fine. Yeah, so yeah, there won't be any sort of risk of a move down or any sort of penalty for the 3rd race, as long as it is the last race of the year. So you can always cram 3 races in right at the end for no issue. Hydration break. My throat's starting to feel a little rough. Just a lot of yapping. Alright, we got elated coverage here. That's great. Got a new skill. Got some points up. Got more points. And our end of the year. Congratulations, you did a good job. I know. Thank you. Thank you very much. And we have changed here. So we're going to switch to this one. Just going down the list. Alright, let's check out the shop. Okay, we want shuffle. Okay, we have 3 of those. Another one's nice, but not necessary. We don't need any more growth carrots. We want this. We want the kale juice. That stamina training is actually kind of tempting. Hang on. Let's buy these. Use these. How are we doing for stamina levels? See, we're still at level 1. I know a lot of people say don't bother. I like them. We'll see if we can't get it up to 2 at least. We've got a lot of energy recovery, so we're just gonna use one of these. Gonna pop that. And we're gonna boop. Sure, I mean, we've done several, so we should be close to a level up. There we go. That's what we wanted. Okay, I did say I was going to see if I can't make her for the 1. And you know what you need for that one? You need wet, because it's rainy heavy ground, so we want wet conditions. We do have a hint for it, though. So we're actually going to take speed and power. Okay, let me see here. Yeah, so we have Hanshin, which was it Hanshin or Nakayama? Hanshin. So we've got Hanshin, which is what we need. Rainy days, which we need, and wet conditions. So we have a lot of the things we need for this long CM coming up. That's very lucky. Alright, We do, however, have a race. But first, I want to go ahead and we're going to use stamina level. Get that to 3. Yeah. Alright, and now we're going to run the JCC. Simple as all that. Alright, Bright, you're against Mambo. Good luck. You didn't even need it. Look at that. Won by 5 lengths. Alright. Powering megaphones and a can juice. Okay, okay. Alright. We're gonna take... We'll take 5 of each. Why not? It's not a huge difference either way. Okay, we have what we need, so these are just gonna be like bonuses. I'm gonna take the kale juice. Do we have a speed anklet? We do not. I would like a speed anklet. But before I do that, we're here. 3 turns. So anything with 3 turns is going to go off first. We really need 2 kale juices. I'm gonna say we'll be better off with the megaphone. You just kind of gotta guess these things. All right. You can do training. It's not particularly great, but it's what we got. In fact, we're just gonna... We got 2 in a row here, so go ahead and drink a kale juice. Blech. Unsurprisingly, not delicious. Okay, what do we have? Don't really want to... Okay, I do have... We're gonna use one of these, why not? We've got 3. Not ideal, but it's okay. Sometimes okay is fine. Okay, we got speed up to level 3. That's good. I'm gonna take that speed here too. Alright. We can do speed or we can do wit. 14 or 19. Obviously, we're gonna take the 19. Yeah. Okay, we want mood and speed. Our mood actually went down from the kale juice. Can we fix it? Go ahead and do it. The brace. It's a rival, which is what we want. Against Dover. Hello, Dover. No offense, but please lose, Dover. Win, Bright. Yay! We did it. Let's keep going. Just one step at a time. There's no need to rush. Okay, you want that. See, we don't have a speed anklet, so we're gonna take that. There we go. Boop. Wit up. And then now we go... we go check skill. We go check these. Okay. Usually I try not to take these until after 2nd year to see if we can't get more discounts. Okay, I don't fully know what these ones do, but we're gonna take them anyway. But hey, I'm honest. And now we run the Osaka High versus Nice Nature. Please lose Nady. Good luck, Bright. Oh no. Nady said, "How fucking dare you call me Nady instead of Nature?" And we're out of redo, so. Always take the top option when you lose. And go for an inspiration. No golds today. That's okay. Check the shop. Metabolism, migraine, no, speed and wit. We don't need those. Take that. We'll take the cupcake. You can set it so that they use some things manually, automatically. I don't tend to do it just because I'm partial to buying training ups, and they use those automatically, and I often want to wait until I hit a threshold before I do them. Okay. You know what, we're just gonna go to the infirmary here. See if we can't get rid of that slacker. There we go. That slacker was hanging over my head, kind of concerned about it, so getting it out the way now. Good. Alright. Okay, I do have an artisan cleat. We'll go ahead and use it here just because. Okay, we do have skill points enough that we can buy. Isn't there another? Okay, I know people say it's not great or whatever. But as star, I always have to take at least glittering star. At minimum. I make no apologies. I only do it for the vibes, I'm sorry. I did say that I was, oh god, not necessarily the best person to take advice from. And now I'm showing you why. Oh no. We came in 5th. And I took the bottom one. See, that took 29 energy. That's such a big down, and for what? Okay. Don't have to worry about this because we don't have things. So we're just going to take the energy. Thank you, Curran. Alright, we do have another race. There's nothing we need to buy here. Victoria Mile and Prey. Well, Mile isn't really Bright's forte. But she can run them just fine. Like, as soon as I say it, she's like, what was that? What was that? I need to come in first to prove you wrong? Okay, I can do that. Like, oh. Okay. Thanks, bud. Alright. We got some stuff to buy in the shop here. Mostly we just need that. We have one of those, so it's fine. I do like having some empowerings for the last bit of the year, so we will take an extra empowering here. And we are gonna sleep. Like the 4th one of the thing. Oh no, I bricked the run. No, I bricked the run with bad choices. That had nothing to do with resting, by the way, just to clarify. Alright. Yasuda Kinnan. Start. Alright, Oguri Cap. I believe in you, Bright. You can do this. So let's go. And here she goes. See, there's a W. Easy W. Beat the rival. Rival came in 3rd. Ha ha ha. Okay. Empowering artisan. Okay, I wasn't sure if that was coming through or not. Okay, it's coming through a little bit. Sorry about that. Can't be helped. Life noises are life noises. Okay. We don't really need anything here. Take the artisan. Like I said, we're gonna buy another empowering. Just cuz. Alright, we got a race to run. I'm gonna go ahead and use the artisan hammer, and last time I used it, we lost, so let's hope that doesn't happen again. We want those extra stats. There we go. It was not actually a jinx, we're fine. Let's keep going, one step at a time. Okay, let's check the shop. So metabolism. Let's take the guts manuals, the cupcake, the energy. That's all we really need here. Up the guts. Not literally. Keep your guts inside. Don't up them, please. Gonna go ahead and do that. And then drop an empowering megaphone. Gonna save that the speed anklet for at least a double training. See, here is where we go. Oh, there's no one here. So we do a reset whistle. Hut hut, everyone change spots. Alright, we have one here, and we have 3 here. In this case, we're actually gonna go wit. Based entirely on vibes. In fact, we're gonna take wit this time too. Go ahead and do another megaphone. And then we're gonna go boop. Get the energy up. Get a lot of... Oh well, I guess this was just the summer of wit. The summer of being smart, I guess. Maybe not the most ideal, but RNG is RNG. It's fine, because we're already at 3 here anyway, so... Nothing we need here. Just gonna go do the Nagata Keenan. Again, Sir Ryan. I know you like Ryan, but beat her. My throat is rough, dudes. Speaking of, I did changing music for summer. That's okay, we'll do it now. Try melon. Ba-da-bum. Okay, that's medium. We don't care about medium hints. We're training for longs. See, we're honestly a bit short of where we really should be in a lot of these stats. That's okay. If there's anything that this is good at doing, it is at potentially pulling out of nowhere. Okay. We're just gonna go ahead and invite her. And do the stamina training. And pray we get a good speed training in the next 2 over here. Otherwise, we in trouble, guys. Was it Dover this time? Yeah. Okay. Go fight one. Yay! One step at a time. There's no need to rush. Do 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 do. Bum ba bum ba bum ba bum. Honestly, we're gonna take that too. We're gonna do some dire straits to get that speed up. Wait, shit. I saw exactly what I needed for that. Do the shuffle. Do 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 do. Boogie woogie woogie woogie. Alright, Tenno Show Autumn. Okay, Yanomiteki. Thank you for losing. Ba 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 da ba bum. Ba 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 da ba bum ba da ba 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 bum bum. Okay, we got a guts manual and an artisan hammer. That's fine, that's fine. Okay, we don't have any points in adept, so let's take that. Oh, we got the 3 hints even. Nice. Okay, do I have another? Okay, I do not. We'll take that. And that. Alright. That's as good as we're gonna get for now. Alright, because we are starting to hit the danger zone. Do the shuffle. Do, 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 do. There's still no one on speed, which is what I'm after. So we're going to try again. Okay, it's not the people we wanted, but you know what? It's better than nothing. We're going to use speed anklet, motivating megaphone, good luck charm. It's not a lot, but it's, you know, 30, so we take what we can get right now. Can I have the +3? Yeah! Thank you for listening. Okay, so we need that. Also, before I forget, I want wet and... Oh, I can't actually get wet and henshin at the same time right now. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not gonna forget. I'm not, I swear. Probably. Maybe. Though, honestly, if we're not careful, she's not gonna be CM worthy anyway, so... Right, we have... see, we've only pulled the one Master Cleat-All thing, but that's okay. Usually there'll be some in the end of the year shop. Okay. Japan Cup medium. Ba-dum-bum, ba-dum-bum, ba-ba-ba-bum. If I don't pull a miracle out my butt, you guys are never gonna see this anyway. Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum, ba, 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 da, ba, bum, ba, bum, ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 da. I got that brace fatigue. Oh, I didn't use that. I meant to show you how these work, and then I completely blanked and forgot. That sucks. That's fine. Bap. We already got one of those. Got one of these. Yeah, the stats just are not coming together this run. A wonky triangle. I'm a wonky triangle. Ba-dum-bum. Ba-dum-ba-dum-ba-dum-bum. So it turns out we didn't even need some of the stuff I bought, but you know what? That happens. Ain't much to do about it. Ba-da-da-da-ba-da-bum. Did I have an artisan I could have used there? Oh well, it's fine. If I don't get any masters in this last thing, I might need the artisan for the end of the year anyway. Ba-da-ba-ba. Alright. Not bad, not bad. Ugh. My poor throat. Alright, let's check the shop. Okay. Man, half the time I get 3 artisan hammers right here and now. And today they're just like, no, fuck you. Huh. It's fine. We're not having the best luck here, but that's fine, because then I can kind of show how that goes. Do the shuffle. Do, 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 do. Boogie, 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 boogie. Upright. So we've got 3 empowering, so we're going to pop one of these. Pop the good luck charm. We're going to go ahead and pop a speed. Anklet here. Confirm. Confuse. Oh, we're down to good. I didn't even notice. Okay, we don't have a kale, so I don't need to worry about that. So let's eat a cupcake. Mmm, yummy. Alright. Speed training it is. But yeah, these stats are nowhere near where they should be. We are having not the best luck. Maybe she can end up being like a parent, so let's go ahead and take Hanshin and Rainy. Alright, and now we use one of these. And now we won't have any issues with not having energy for the race. That's all it takes, the little 5. I forgot to use this thing. That's my bad, Bright. I'm sorry. I'm trying to focus on too many things at once, and so therefore focus on nothing. But you see, that gave us 15 points of stats. That's okay, I only had 1 cleat anyway. Yeah, see, they're just not wanting to go where I need them to go. It's fine, it's fine, it's whatever. Actually, go ahead and do this last training here. This last rest. Okay. Mood 20 plus risky business. Well, energy 20 plus risky business. Plus 3 attributes, potentially. Plus 3 to all attributes would be really nice. Yeah. I did it. Okay, so we're not going to worry about the master cleat, because we're going to use that on the last one. So, good luck, right? But in my defense, sometimes the first time you train a new mech can be a little rough. While you figure out their growth potentials and all of that nonsense. Yeah, see, what's the point in having an 80% chance if you're always going to be hanging out somewhere else? What's the point? Okay, I don't have any more things, and yeah, I think, yeah, this is the last one, so it is what it is. So yeah, stamina is not bad. Speed is about 20 under where I want it to be, and power is just massively under. I was like, man, there's no point in doing that, because she's not gonna see the light of day anyway. I had meant to buy the fan boost, whatever, it doesn't really matter at this point. I was just gonna buy it because I had so many coins left over. See, plus 20 instead of plus 15. Yay, we're the champion! She just decided she was coming along for the support, even though we're not running her. Power to her. But yeah, see here, this is just not what we wanted at all. So, you're more of a parent than anything else. Go ahead and take Free Spirited. Feature Act. And we're out of points. Yay. Is that right? Boop. Take those. Cut our losses. Complete. Still an S. Still not really one I would be I'm satisfied with. Like, just kind of there. But the template's the same. It all depends. There is a lot of RNG in this game, as you know. But that is the same format I take. Even when I train my, these guys. They got trained the exact same way. As you can see, even then, I still occasionally have some A's that pop in. You can tell when it kind of started really clicking though, because I haven't had an A since. And once again, it comes down to either being a first-time training, which I think that was Dober's first time and Arden's first time there, or just someone I sometimes struggle training, like Fantasy Grass here. Otherwise, yeah. So there you go. And that is roughly what a run looks like for me. It's pretty straightforward, pretty, you know, but like, see, even she is not, but you know, sometimes it happens, like here. It happens. But nothing new for the team, so yeah. Alright, there you go. That is my very scuffed run through of MANT to show you sometimes what to do and sometimes what not to do. I needed to do a run for the day anyway, so... Because I had, well, the run for yesterday. Alright, and that is that. Bye-bye. And as I say every time I end my stream, remember, keep looking to the stars. Bye, everybody. Thanks for watching. I hope to... Also, if you have any tips on what I should do better, because some of you guys are great at giving helpful advice. So, you guys helped me get my first A and A+, so any advice on how I'm screwing up, by all means, don't hesitate to let me know. Be nice, though, okay? I'm sensitive. Alright. Bye, everybody.